I want to welcome you to the section of forgiveness videos that I have on the topic of self-forgiveness, which I love. Um, not afraid of the dark stuff. So that is going to be a topic of a lot of videos and stuff, probably. But this area, so if you're not interested in doing one of the longer videos, or if you are not one to be really fond of visualizations, then there's a short video I'll create of a space and method, which I will go over here. Some methods you can do on your own without those long videos. And I would like to remind you and instill that this can be as hard or as easy as you want, as well as that you don't have to, when doing forgiveness, self-forgiveness, when wanting to unload some of the shame and guilt from any types of experiences that we may have in our life as a human. They're a very common and normal part of the experience, though unpleasant, and not something we need to carry around. That you don't have to remember the exact incident. Those memories don't need to be examined. Sometimes, especially when alone, we do not want to, and I don't want to. And the purpose of healing is not to re-traumatize. So, depending where you are in your journey, if you have not done anything involving somatic experiencing, I highly encourage if you to look up Peter Levine or Irene Lyon. Both names I can link in the video. I also have them in the reference section on my website, or in the resource list on the website, as well as at the back of my free digital book, for all kinds of things that way, resources for you, especially if you're at the beginning of your somatic spiritual awakening journey, or if you aren't familiar with or comfortable with feeling the sensations in your body. Some people are more grounded than others. I know from experience, I needed help, and some other people may need help with that as well. And I encourage you to learn about it and start working in that manner, because the body stores things, and that is a way in the meditations and stuff that I ask you to work on all levels. And we can work mentally and emotionally doing only visualizations with all kinds of intent. But if we're not connecting at all with our body and the animal aspect of our human experience, things may not be as effective. I don't want to put it out there that they can't be effective, because they might be able to. It depends where on your journey. I just know from my own experience and some other people who are into this, that working with the body as well can be very helpful, because when we are triggered, what's actually triggered is the neuro and the nervous system. When we get triggered with something, the nervous system is what is triggered, and we can get thrown back into that. So when we're working with the nervous system, it makes it a bit more long lasting and less, the triggers aren't as extreme. Depending, it's not my intent to trigger people during these processes. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but that's not my intent. And so if you're not familiar with it, working somatically and being aware of your body and the responses of fight, flight, freeze, fawn, etc., that your body can have during these processes um, is an important factor, as well as during some of the processes that I do guided meditation or some of the live things, events or circles for forgiveness, is you may get a little frustrated that I pause everything. You might be in the middle of doing some mental stuff, but I get people to pause and regulate, tap into the body, regulate the nervous system, do some body connecting and shifting, as well as the mental, emotional, ancestral, because our cells are water and hold, right? So those are just some important things that are good for the introduction to all these videos and stuff that are in this section of the YouTube channel. And part of a disclaimer that you're responsible for your own healing. And if you feel like these videos might be too intense, or some of these experiences may be too intense, to get help and then come back. If you're needing one-on-one, you can book with me or look at some of my referrals that I have up on my website, or ask Spirit and Source to bring you those that may be the best suited for you. Because I do not have any professional training other than my own lived experience of repatterning my nervous system and looking into things myself, and my own learning of becoming friends and familiar more with the sensations of my body, mentally and emotionally, yada, yada. I am not perfect and I am still learning. So assess your own capabilities honestly. And since there no guilt or shame is intended, we are where we are on our journey. I have sought professional help on and off throughout my journey. There's no shame in that. It's actually amazing to do that for yourself, and shows great self-care and compassion towards yourself that you're even watching this video or any of the other ones is a testament to how much you love and care for yourself and wish to shift things, how you are deeming yourself worthy of forgiveness, of becoming lighter and forgiving some things from your human experience, whether you're the victim or the aggressor or the person who hurt someone else. All of the things result in some either guilt or shame, depending on which one you are. And sometimes we're either one of those, but we don't have to remember the memories. We can just take the energy from the body. We can take the energy from ourselves and shift it, and have the intent to shift and transmute it from one thing into the other thing, using all different kinds of processes, intent, and belief. Yeah. So if this is before another video, then this is going to be the meditation. If this is just the video on there, then I hope that you find what you're looking for and the help that you need. Oh, one more thing. A quick, easy, not necessarily easy, but one way to do this without going on some long meditation is to have the intent to, okay, so really quickly here, tap in. Okay, body, where is the shame and guilt that is ready to be transmuted right now? Okay, where is it? And ask your body, okay, it's in this spot. Now you can intend and imagine that there is a bowl, and the bowl is source, God, whatever thing that is everything. That there's a bowl here. Now you can take it, take that shame and guilt, put it in the bowl. Put it in there. Just, you can take it out. I'm doing it right now. Just take out, put it in the bowl. Put it in there. You're not done though, okay? This is the bowl of source. Okay? And you can take it and you go wash it out in the stream. Imagine the stream of source and you're washing the bowl out. And you could have maybe still feel in your body sensations. Maybe they're shifting in your body, right? And we're washing this bowl out, okay? Or whatever it is that you used, put it out. Now, Mother Earth, Source, has for us forgiveness because we took some energy out. We're shifting the energy. We called attention and activated change, intent for change in a vibration within ourselves and in our body and in all the lineage and everything that can be affected by the healing that is happening right now. So we're going to imagine and intend that there's this tree growing up into the sky for source, roots down into the earth, and it has a tap, and it's the sap of forgiveness. Because why not? We can make anything that we want. And right now, this is what we're making and we're doing. And so we could change this bowl or whatever, or take this bowl over to the tap and turn it on. Fill it till it's overflowing. Stand under it if you need to or want to, whatever you want to do. But you're going to drink and take this forgiveness and love into yourself. Now, sometimes it can be easier to imagine and have the intent to get rid of that shame and guilt. Sometimes it can be almost harder to take this love and forgiveness into yourself and replace and finish the transmutation, shifting of that energy that you activated for change, right? So now we're going to drink this. We're going to drink forgiveness and feel it on our tongue. Feel the difference from what you took out. Feel it going down your throat, into your heart, into your fingers, all the way down to your toes. Feel the difference in vibration of what you're bringing into yourself, especially in that area of your body that you activated the cells to release the shame and guilt that you took out, especially there. Focus on this new vibration feeling going there and surrounding that area of your body even more strongly as it goes everywhere else. Take a minute together here. You don't have to rush to drink this. And breathe deeply. Allow your body to relax. Give yourself permission that this can be a smooth, easy process. Doesn't have to be painful, and tears are allowed. If you feel that you need to refill, then go ahead. We're just going to be here for a second. Allow ourselves to really sink that into our body. Notice if your body has any kind of reaction. Maybe it feels a little afraid. Maybe a little anxiety is coming. That's normal. You can deepen your breaths. Give yourself permission that you're allowed to be forgiven. You're allowed to shift that energy or get rid of that energy to source, give it to source, and receive from source the forgiveness, God forgiveness. Thankful to yourself, to God, to source for the forgiveness that is happening right now, that you're receiving. We tend to be angry at shame and guilt. Situations that cause them, the feelings themselves, and how horribly uncomfortable they can be. But they're just part of everything. They're just part of everything, just like ants or birds or flowers. It's all the same. And you can have this forgiveness anytime you want. You can trade out shame and guilt for forgiveness anytime you want. And transmute it. Make sure in your body, make sure that that space that you had taken out or shifted the shame and guilt into that bowl, make sure that that spot is stuffed full and overflowing with love, gratitude, and forgiveness. Keep holding it. It's forgiveness in your body, feeling it, allowing your body to relax into it. And then you're done. There you go. You don't have to go through a big long thing. There's some really elaborate meditations that I do sometimes that I've recorded for sharing that spirit has led me through, because sometimes we need a little bit of extra ceremony and sometimes we don't. And there's no right or wrong. And there's no shame in avoiding it sometimes either. We all have done it and we all do it. And anybody that tells you otherwise, I don't know, use your own discernment for all of it, including this. So thank you for that moment. And I want to thank the person who knows who they are, if they ever see this, for that particular idea about just putting it in the bowl. Because that's what we did when we were working. Your mind and everything knows exactly. So if you're ever doing the meditations or your own meditation, let your mind lead you. Let spirit hold space for you and guide you. Thank you. Have a good day.
Do it up.